Hey y'all, welcome back to Dixie Made for Dixie Life. I've seen a lot of the term October surprise being thrown around a lot online, so I kind of did some of my own research into the history behind the October surprise and some of the findings I had. Thought I would share those with you today. The term October surprise refers to unexpected, game-changing events that occur late in an election cycle, particularly in the month of October, just before voters head to the polls in November. The idea is that these last-minute developments can significantly sway public opinion and alter the outcome of an election. The phrase first gained widespread usage during the 1976 U.S. presidential campaign, but the phenomenon itself had been occurring in politics long before that. The phrase October surprise was popularized by William Casey, campaign manager for Ronald Reagan in 1980, who expressed concerns about President Jimmy Carter potentially orchestrating a last-minute event to boost his re-election chances. Specifically, they feared Carter might secure the release of American hostages being held in Iran just before the election, a crisis that had severely hurt his standing with voters. The hostages were not released before Election Day, but the suspicion that a last-minute political maneuver could take place cemented the idea of the October surprise in the public consciousness. Ironically, Reagan himself later faced accusations of an October surprise, with some alleging that his campaign secretly negotiated with Iran to delay the hostages' release until after the election, a claim that has never been proven. Several notable October surprises have punctuated U.S. presidential elections over the years. In 1968, just days before the election, President Lyndon B. Johnson announced a halt to bombing in North Vietnam in hopes of advancing peace talks. This was seen as a potential boost to Democratic nominee Hubert Humphrey. However, Republican candidate Richard Nixon was accused of secretly undermining the peace process through back-channel communications, encouraging South Vietnam to stall negotiations, an issue that remained controversial for decades. Another significant October surprise occurred in 2000, when just days before the election, it was revealed that George W. Bush had been arrested for drunk driving in 1976. The disclosure shook the close race between Bush and Democrat Al Gore, with some believing it could have influenced undecided voters. Ultimately, Bush narrowly won the election after a contentious recount in Florida. In 2016, perhaps one of the most consequential October surprises came when the then FBI Director James Comey announced the reopening of the investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server. This revelation came just 11 days before the election and is believed by some analysts to have played a critical role in swinging key undecided voters towards Donald Trump, who won the election despite trailing in many polls before October. October surprises remain a potent concept in American politics because they exploit the narrow window when voters are making up their minds, and last-minute revelations or events can have a dramatic effect. While some surprises are orchestrated, others occur organically, but in any case, they can significantly shape the outcome of an election. As we wait to see how this election this year turns out or plays out, or is there an October surprise coming in the next week, or have some of the things that have happened in this month of October been a potential October surprise that maybe we were unaware of at the time? What do you say? That's all for this edition of Dixie Made for Dixie Life. See y'all next time. Thanks.